Welcome back all to 8-Bit Benny versus the Ferret business. Here we are back at our Thaumcraft bench. We've been doing a little bit of work. I've been going around with the mirror a little bit. The mirror, the looking glass, and our thermometer, and I've gathered a couple more aspects. What did I gain? I gained Fanes, which I looked at some sugar. As you can see, when I hover over, it'll give us. Oh, cool. So when you hover over it, it gives us all the things that have that aspect in it. That's cool. Didn't realize that. And what else did I find? I also found Potentia, which is good. I did that by combining Ordo and Ignis, because that's what I needed to finish the research. And while I was trying to find something to do it, I to get between these two, I combined the Ignis and the Ordo, and lo and behold, I came up with the stepping stone between. So this is our transvector interface. It's it's our research. I have finished the line between Ordo and Perditio. So we have our what is that? What's the name of that again? Gellum, gellum, like a gelatinous cube. Ignis. We have our Potentia, and then our Ordo. So that gives us our discovery. So we're going to bring our discovery down here. Let's open up our quest book. Quests. Where was that? Crystals and essences. Basics. So, discovery, it does not consume. That's great. So this is complete. Let's pick our reward, our basic blind bag, and say done. That's going to open up some other things like cauldron. What's this? I think it's time to teach you of another Thaumic principle, alchemy. Throwing a bunch of ingredients in a pot, add a final touch, and wizard, you got a spell going on. Or a complete mess, one of the two. Yes, alchemy is pretty much tossing a bunch of ingredients into what we call a cauldron, and then poof, you got something new. But what items, what ingredients, what order? Does it matter if the heart of a swamp-born creeper or a desert-born? Ooh, interesting. Just what species of bird is required for the right feather? Ooh. Sometimes that sounds like a lot of experimenting. Is it magic fun? Okay, start we'll need a simple cauldron, which is right there. Place it over some sort of flame or heat source. That's easy to do. We have some netherrack and some fire. Stone, a bit of lava right under the cauldron. Yeah. Right-click one of your wands onto it to turn the cauldron into a crucible. Ah, gotcha. Right. Now, got some water in your crucible. If not, go add some. Go on. So the first thing you'll learn is how to make some night ore, which is a magical flame. Oh, right. Okay. Research in your alchemy tab to make them. You'll need certain aspects. If you hold shift and highlight items in your inventory, if you scan them with your thermometer, you'll see what aspect it makes. Okay, so this is how we're going to throw aspects in and make them into something useful. Hold shift. I really wish this scroll worked with the scroll wheel. For Niter, you need 3 Lux, 3 Ignis, and 3 Potentia. Good thing I know how to make all 3 of those, as well as glowstone dust to bind it all together. Lux is simple. Niter, good. What else do we need for this quest? Charcoal, torch, glowstone, night ore, aluminium, magic tallow, a white tallow candle, iron ingot, thaumium ingot, and a balance shard. I think I have a balance shard somewhere already. Alright, what else? Sorry, I should check what else we have. So we have that. We also have the basics of wand usage. Artificing, distillation, tinkering delights. That looks kind of interesting. I really want to get into doing the golem so they can help me gather materials. Basics of wand, which is 1 of 5. Copper cap, deconstruction table. Oh, I don't know that one. Goggles of revealing, which I think I need to research. Interesting. Alrighty, so what you know what, while we're here, okay, while we're here, let's look at this. The mixed crystal clusters. So in the quest book, it said something about the mixed crystal cluster actually pumping mana into things. Recharge rate is super slow, but it is really better than nothing. Actually, there is no recharge rate, because if you look up in the Thaumcraft, under ores, it shows you that you can make it, but it also says that the combined cluster form crystal clusters have no special properties beyond adding a touch of class to any home, which would, in fact, jive with all these crystal clusters around here, and yet none of these aspects are going up. So I would have expected to see something like air and earth to be going up because those crystals are part of these crystal clusters. Maybe I have these crystal clusters too close and they're blocking each other, kind of like with bookshelves and enchantment tables. I don't know. But I do know that it doesn't seem to be pumping up any of this stuff, which is kind of annoying because that would have made it easier to make some recipes if I have more of that. So I'm going to right click on this, our discovery. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's take our thermometer, see if we can scan it. What'd that give us? Nothing can be learned. All right, let's right click this and see what happens. Research complete. Let's check our book. Oh, down here, Thaumic Tinkering. Transvector interface. Thing is, there's only 6 sides to a block. Myth busted. Your latest construction can be bound to a block in a nearby vicinity. The sides will mimic the sides of the block selected and still function as an extension of it. Can accept Buildcraft, TF3, and IC2 power, Essentia items, and liquids, being able to also export the latter to. Continued. In order to bind an interface to another block, you need to create a special tool to do so. What you call the transvector binder should get the job done by simply right-clicking on the interface, followed by the right-clicking on the target. These two get bound and ready for the operation. Kind of like when we were binding mana spreaders to nodes with our Botania. The limit is short, only 4 blocks. Note, Buildcraft pipes need to be broken and replaced to work. So that's how you. So in an arcane workbench, which is next to our table, you combine some iron, a stick, and an order shard, and you need to have 2 ordo to craft that. I'm not sure about the ordo. Can I actually get to the? Did I put too many of these around? That's research table. I'm surprised these things actually fill up the whole block. All right, let's. You know what? These things are kind of useless anyway. And even with the silk touch, I can't actually unsilk them. I can't pull them up as clusters. All right, let's do that because they're not very useful to us. Let's put them all in here. Oh, did I ever? Oh. Maybe I should try scanning some of the shards. Actually, I think I tried these before, but I couldn't scan them because I was obviously missing something. But now... Cool, well that was handy. That was very helpful. Nope. Let's try these knowledge fragments. Nope, not yet. Alright, well that was useful. We got some stuff to play with. Ho-ha. Alright, so we're going to check our arcane work table. Yeah, see, and I'm not sure how to get stuff into here for crafting. How to get the ordo from this table over to there. So I know these have little lens flare dots by them, and I'm not sure what that means either. Not sure if that means it's new or what's going on. I was kind of hoping that meant those are the ones that are charging from the crystals, but again, I haven't seen anything move on those. So it's hard to say. Why don't I break these up too? The other thing I want to do today, now that we have that research, oops, not the workbench. I would love to check out our fragments. The book concerning knowledge fragments. Oh, what's this say? Oh, I discovered a new aspect, that's why. Praxantito? Yeah, no. My pronunciation's not so good. Yeah, so this is a new aspect that we just discovered, which, as we can see, is we can also create by combining vacuous and potentia. So I think potentia actually is going to leapfrog us to a lot of stuff. I believe potentia is used in a lot of the aspects, from what little I remember. And oh, what else is in here? What else did I miss? I didn't think anything else is new. Nope. Okay, whatever. So this little, I think the little lens flare is telling me that there's something new in there, but I don't know what it is. So if we look at our knowledge fragments, it's going to say that we're going to find knowledge fragments in our travels. The fragments of knowledge can, on occasion, lead to a false theory, but this will be revealed when you accept knowledge. Sorry, where is it? On their own, they are only worth a few research points when used, but if you gather enough of them together, you might gain a unique research that can pursue. So, usually the research that really cannot be gained through normal means. So, we are going to go over here to our, sorry, I think that's a workbench. Workbench, okay. So we're going over here to our workbench, and we are going to combine some knowledge. Boom, and boom. And let's put this into the chest as well. So, research unknown. What happens if we right-click on this? Tiny hats, okay. And tiny hats, great. So we get 2 tiny hat recipes. And there are 2 of them we don't know. It's interesting, so there's also, so it's got the little swirlies behind these, so I'm not quite sure what that means either. So we have this, but we don't even know these 2 aspects yet. So we'll have to figure out what those are later. So let's put that in here. Let's put this knowledge in here. I think the wand foci. Anyway. So, what are we going to do next? Let's check our quest tab. What do we want to do? Do we want to do cauldron? Which actually looks pretty easy to do. Or do we want to do wands? He's progressing nicely. I have to say, what's next? Wiggle, Wiggle, where are you? Oh, bother, I sent Wiggle out a while ago to find a book for me. Oh, sorry. Wiggle is my familiar. She's a real help around here. Now, Oh, I know. I should teach you the basics of artificing and viz collecting. You may have noticed that when wandering around with your thermometer, some very bright points hovering around the world. Oh, that's right. Did you scan one yet? You should. These are called aura nodes, and they contain energy called Viz. Oh, right. I forgot about that. Viz usually comes in 6 basic elements, but sometimes you'll find a node with a compound element. Be sure to scan every node you find. Your thermic knowledge will remember their locations for use when you've advanced a little bit. All right. Do you have a copper wand caps research yet? Please do. It is in the Thaumaturgy tab of your Thaumicon. First thing you'll need to do is go find some aura nodes. Okay, so I need to let's check our Thaumicon, Thaumaturgy. Yeah, we don't have the copper caps yet. Oh, wand foci. So let's find the copper caps research. Oops. Arcane advanced node tops, copper wand caps. So we're gonna take our copper caps. We're gonna put this research. What happens if I right-click that? Nothing. Okay. Put the copper caps into here. And I'm missing that. So this is going to be really difficult to get these all to meet up. Not quite sure what to do. Oh, I wonder, can I deconstruct this? No, I can't. That's too bad. Let's toss it in the... Let's toss that in there. Let's toss that in there. Silver ore. Not sure why that's on me. Toss that in there as well. All right, so that's going to be hard to do. So let's check the other quest line. Cauldron. So this looks actually easier to do. So you know what? Let's tackle this. So let me get some stuff together, and I'll build a cauldron. I'll find a place to put it, and I'll get all the stuff ready to put under the cauldron, and we'll be right back. All right, here we are just outside of the Thaumcraft Tower. So what I've done is I've put a bit of netherrack there. We have a flint and steel. We're going to light that up. Boom. I'm going to take our cauldron. I'm going to put it right above there. And take our wand. We're going to right click. Oh, that's interesting. I don't remember seeing that interface before. Crucible. Done. All right, so we're also going to take a bucket of water. We're going to pour it in there. I believe after a while it's going to bubble if I remember correctly. Let's go fill up our bucket of water again. And let's put our bucket of water back in our inventory. Yeah, look at that. So it's starting to bubble, so that's good. Of course, I probably should have put some of that stuff in my inventory. Oh no, it detected. That's fine. Charcoal, stone, and glowstone. Okay, so charcoal, torch, and glowstone. So let's... Charcoal. Let's take a piece of... 2 pieces of that. Let's try torch. Torch. Let's take one of those, and let's do glowstone. Glowstone dust. You know, I can't remember how much I need, so let's just do that. Quests, 2, 3, and 1. Of course. So let's do charcoal again. Not that button. Help if I can type. No, I have 2 of those. That's fine. Torches. I need 3 torches. 2, 3. There we go. Let's check our book. Complete. Excellent. So what did it say to make night ore? Blah, blah, blah. Night ore, just magic flame. Research this in your alchemy tab. To make them, you'll need certain aspects. Hold shift and highlight items in your inventory. If you scan them with your thumb meter, you'll see the aspects. Okay, so holding down shift. Oh, I see. Right. Oh, well, you know what? I did also scan the cauldron when I had it in my inventory. I suppose I should scan this. There we go. If I walk far enough away that I can't use it, then I'll stop trying to interact with it, because of course if I right click I will put stuff into it. Did I do the netherrack? Oh well, too late. The other thing I did was when I had the cauldron in my inventory, I hovered over it with the thumb meter to scan it, which was nice. Oh yeah, flint and steel. There we go. So I keep forgetting to scan pretty much everything. Because, oh, there we go. That'll help. Nope. What's it saying? I need to study spirits. And of course, the mana tablet being from a different one says that it can't be learned. Nothing to be learned. So, have I done paper yet? I think I tried. No, it's spirits. The essence berries. Nope. Alright, so that's pretty much probably all we're going to be able to learn. I've already done that, right? Yep. So, let's get rid of the essence berries. Let's get rid of these for now. Probably get rid of that as well. I have put the cauldron out, the crucible out here, because basically I want to have the rain refill it. That's kind of my hope, so that the rain will refill that. And I need to check out the, is it alchemy? Night ore. Okay, so let's check. Do I have a piece for night ore yet? Expertise, magic flame. Nope. Okay, so let's steal the scribing tool. Let's get night ore, aluminum, magic towel, magical. Whatchamacallit? Whatchamacallit? There we go. There's an official word. All right, so put that back in. We're about 50% gone on the scribing tool, so we'll have to make some new ones of those at some point. Research notes. So we have research notes for aluminium, magic tallow, magic metallurgy and nitor. So we want to do the nitor. So let's take nitor. We'll pop it into the bench. Oh, look at that. We actually have something we can study, which is nice. Let's put the copper wand caps back there. I'm going to put these over here. I'll alphabetize them later. So let's see, we have Lux and we have Igneous. So what can be combined in Lux and Igneous? This is part where I'm trying to avoid looking this up on a website, because obviously I could get all these together by looking at a website and it would show me all the answers. I'm trying to avoid doing that. It's kind of fun to get through and discover these on my own. That being said, I always have to go back to this book to try and figure out what I can use. So Lux has air and igneous, so we could use Motus, which would give us Ordo, and Potentia would be Ordo Ignis, but I need 3 things, don't I? Yeah, so we need to... So I could do... Let's see... So, Lux, so something that uses Ignis or air. What could we do? Let me do some research and we'll come back once I figure out what it's going to take to research this. Back in a bit. Oops. Looks like I've run into an issue here. I had a mana spreader attached to this mana pool so that I could get more mana into the tower so I can charge up my my Terra pickaxe, and I forgot that this pool happens to actually power the flowers that consume. It happens to power the flowers that run the system. So my chickens, when they're growing up, were not getting killed and turned into mana or dropping their goods. So I've had a bit of an overflow here. We have a bit of a Chickenpalooza. I think I've fixed that now, but we'll see. All right. Well, cleaning up the chicken issue, I noticed again the book told me this, that there are aura nodes out there, so you can use the looking glass here to find these little magical aura nodes. If I don't have it on, you can't see it. There's a little bit of a dull glow there, so you can kind of see where they are without having cockatrice. I don't think so. Without having to actually have your mirror equipped, or your thumb meter equipped. But when you are on an aura node with your thumb meter, you can hold right click, and it's going to give you a whole bunch of that energy. So that is going to be a great way to soup up our ability to collect the viz that we need in order to make things. So that's going to be pretty cool. All right, back in a bit. All right, this took a little bit of experimenting. I finally have the Nitor done. So it's a candle, air, modus, ordo, what is that one? Potentia, and then fire. So that's how I got there. I'm sure there's more than one way to do it. So let's go ahead and right click that. Boom. Research complete. Oh, down here in alchemy. We're going to open that up. Flame seems to be fueled by magic itself. The number of uses for an even burning flame seems endless, but unfortunately it seems to produce much more light than heat. Despite that, it could still prove to be a steady source of energy. Nether can also be placed in the world to act as a magical light source. Oh, we have lots of that. So Nidor, we need to take our cauldron. We need to get 3 Ignis, 3 Lux, and 3 Potentia, which is a glowstone, plus a glowstone. And if we look at our quests, and we go back to crystals and essences, if we read down here, it's going to actually tell us in here how to make Nitor. Where is it? Nope. Well, purple gas or liquid. So what's it saying is, for Niter you need 3 Lux, 3 Ignis, 3 Potentia. So as a glowstone to bind it all together. Lux is simple, just grab 3 normal torches. And then you look at 2 coal and glowstone. So funny enough, it's exactly what they're asking us to grab here. So let's grab this. because I don't have it in my inventory anymore. Let's grab, what do I need? 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. 2 charcoal. 1, 2. And some glowstone dust. Glow. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. I guess I could put like a little stair up here. Anyway, so we're going to toss that in. Boom. If we look at it with our... Oh, okay. Then we're going to toss this in. Okay. I thought there was a way to tell what was in there. Maybe if we use our wand? Nope. Okay, and... glowstone. And there we go. We have our night tour. Which I want to use my thing on. Oh, right. So I already found some in my... using my wireless terminal. Oh, well that was new. Apparently I've gotten so far that I can actually now research some of this stuff. That's cool. Let's see. Nope, not yet. Not yet, which doesn't surprise me. These are kind of advanced tools. So yeah, I did go through my inventory in my wireless terminal a little bit and pulled some stuff out so I could scan it. Because, you know, I'm always good for looking for more research. So we have our night tour. And then next it wants us to make the aluminium, which of course I don't think we can do until we research in here. So let's grab our inkwell. Oh, do we have it already? Let's find out. Yeah, we do. Okay, well let's not do that then. Let's put that in there. We'll put this research in here. And we have our Potentia and our Ignis. So now I have to find 3 things that'll join those things together. But I would suggest for now we call it quits. And I will do that all off camera because we're kind of out of time for this episode this week. Next week we will get, I'm hoping to get actually into blood magic. I'd like to do some more Thaumcraft stuff off camera just to kind of get a little further in the quest book and kind of get my stuff in a group. Ideally, I'd like to start on blood magic next week, but I won't know for sure until I start recording. But yeah, that'll be it for this week. Thank you all for tuning in. If you like the episode, feel free to hit that like button. It does help other people find the episode. Feel free to subscribe if you're enjoying the series. Also, feel free to check out my other Minecraft series, my newer series, which is Minecraft Vanilla. I started a Vanilla series, which I'm hoping to get another episode in this week before I do another episode of this, midweek episode, if you will. We'll see how my time works out for that one. And hopefully you will look at that and enjoy it as well if you enjoy Minecraft. I'm looking at doing some more redstone stuff in there. So I would also invite you to check out my Star Wars The Old Republic series. But due to time constraints, it has been forever since I've had a chance to do anything on there. So there's only 3 or 4 episodes. So anyway, I will see you all next week. And good Minecrafting. See yas. Bye-bye.